Hello everybody, I'm John Evans and you're watching another episode of Mid-Mod Money, the show that teaches you how to buy and sell vintage items for a profit. Thanks for watching. Happy Monday. We're happy to have you here. Of course, most of you know today is the day we find out who won the peacock, the brass peacock in our free vintage giveaway. And as always, we find out at the end of the show through the miracle of the Mid-Mod Money prize wheel, a random generator of people who commented and subscribed. So we'll find that at the end. That is a good time to remind everyone to like the video over here and also subscribe. So now that we've got that out of the way, you're going to see some incredible things in this episode. Things like this original Pac-Man mug that I paid $2 for at Englander's Antique Mall here in Oakland, Maryland. $2. I think I will take it. It's worth about $15 or so. So let's get to what we have here today, which is a very workmanlike thrift store haul. We've talked about this. Like, some weeks are incredible, some weeks are just okay. But you always have to go out and find the stuff. This week is a mixture of things I've never found before, things I have found before. And let's start with this, one of my true interests. A weird plastic box from the 1960s. Spacious. You can do anything with this. It's got this weird melted plastic, which is really cool. Very 1960s. I love this. It was $1.50. I'm going to get 16 to 18 bucks for the weird accent piece, the 60s plastic box. And here's something that I have found many times and have sold every one I've ever had. I found this plastic mirror. The frame's plastic, obviously that's a mirror. This is made by either Dart or Burwood or Sirocco. It's not marked, but I paid $3 for this at my local Goodwill. $3, and every time I have this, I sell it. I don't care if it's white or this wicker, this fake wicker. These sell every single time for around $26 to $28. I paid $3. That's why I like having a booth, because I wouldn't want to put this on eBay. I wouldn't want to ship this. I wouldn't want to compete against the other people who are trying to sell it. I can make $25 off that mirror very simply by just putting it in my booth at the Antique Mall. All right, my rant is over. Next thing I found, I do love me some authentic hand-done pottery. This is a beautiful little vase. Simple in its design. It's just got great color to it. It was $4 from Goodwill. This pottery vase. I don't know who made this because I am terrible at reading marks on vases. There is a mark there that looks like a B and a backwards B and a K. I haven't found any matches to that or anybody tell me what that is. One of my goals for 2025, get better about identifying pottery. So unknown as an entity, I can tell you that it's probably worth $32 without knowing. It could be worth a little more if I can identify who made this cool handmade pottery vase, but we're calling it about $30. Next thing I found at a little place called Junkin' Stuff here in Oakland, Maryland. I love the name. I sometimes find things there. I think they do clean-outs or estate sales, what have you. I found this interesting trinket box in the desirable 1960s robin's egg blue or powder blue with gold accents. And that's all this is a trinket box. Pure and simple. But on the bottom it says Christine's California. So evidently this is Christine's Pottery. There's a small company because I've never heard of it. But based on the fact that this is a desirable color in 60s stuff, this is about an $18 box off of 5. Now, I've never found one of these before, but this is a iconic kind of vintage item. These heads. If you ever see these heads, pick up these heads and look on the back of these heads for a stamp, because the stamp right there says Marwal, and these Marwal Chalkware heads can go for a little bit of money. I'm talking $50 to $100 in some instances. People collect these, people, and they're beautiful. They're usually women, different ethnicities, a few men, not many, but they're incredible. And this one particularly is in perfect condition. There is not a chip. These Chalkware stuff gets messed up so easily. I mean, this is 1960s, so this is, this is probably 50, 60 years old at this point. So to find one, I paid $4. $4 from Habitat for Humanity thrift shop here in Oakland, Maryland. I'm asking $49, I think, is what I'll put this for in my booth for the Marwal. Ask for it by name. Marwal giant heads. All right, next thing I found at the Uniontown Goodwill. This Brandy Snifter. I mean, this is decorative. This is not meant to drink brandy, but it is the brandy form. And what this one has going on here has an optic effect. That's what they call glass when it's got lines or a pattern. That's optic. So this green one, which I paid $5.99 for at the Goodwill in Uniontown, is probably worth $22 to $25. The larger size, you're looking at $30 to $40, but this is the good color, and it does have the optic thing, so it probably pushes it into the mid-20s, and kind of a cool find, because I don't find stuff like this. And this is a reminder, next week's episode is all vintage glass. So you'll want to tune in next week, because a vintage glass episode, I'm dropping that hot gossip right here on my program. Next thing I found at an antique mall in a mall. That sounds weird, right? Well, in Uniontown, there's a mall, kind of one of those dying malls, and in a big store, someone had the thought of putting an antique mall inside a store in the mall, which is an odd thing, but I found this cute kitty bank, the place for the dollar bill y'alls. But this kid is adorable. Now, there's an adage in collecting and antiquing, junking, cute sells. It's true. Cute sells. There's a guy who's a kind of a picker, the Nomad. He has videos on YouTube, Nomad Picker, something like that. Very, very great YouTube channel. You should check him out. But he said, yeah, cute sells. And it's true. If you have something really cute like this was $5, 20% off, or 25. I think I paid $4.50 for this ultimately. I'll probably ask, $15. I just wasn't going to leave him because he's totally cute. And, just around $5. Now, we're down to our final thing. Then we'll find out who wins the brass peacock. I was at Habitat for Humanity, which is a great thrift store here in Oakland, Maryland, and I saw something I'd never seen before. I looked down, and sitting there was a very odd table. You see this? Kind of an A-frame style. And it looked Danish. I felt like it could be Danish, but I still have not determined who made this. I found one more example of this. This was $10. And what it is, I didn't realize this until I got home. On the bottom, there are holes there for casters. This folds up. Let's see if I can demonstrate. It folds up and then folds out. And when you have the casters, it is technically a bar cart. A very unusual kind of formed wood kind of pressed wood bar cart. And I can't say for certain that it's Danish, but it certainly has some aspects of an interesting Danish design. I will find out, hopefully, before I sell this item, what it is truly worth. I'm going to ask at this point probably about $60 for the unusual, I would say, 70s bar cart. So let's see what I did. I spent $37.50 all in, $37.50. And when it's all said and done through eBay, my booths, mostly my booths at the antique malls, I'm looking at $242 off of 37. So not a bad deal. Not incredible, but a lot of cool stuff. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's see who is going to win the coveted brass peacock, the highly anticipated prize. The brass peacock. We had 81 subscribers that commented in the Mid-Mod Money prize wheel. 81. You have a 1 in 81 chance. That's better than the lottery. Let's see who gets it. I wish you all the best of luck. Drum roll, please. Oh, this anticipation is pretty insane. Who is it? KMS Art. You've won the brass peacock, the coveted brass peacock. In the comments, let me know where you live, just so everybody can be jealous or whatever. But you want to email me, midmodmoney@gmail.com. I will send you this to your door. Courtesy Mid-Mod Money. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you didn't win this week, you're probably going to win next month. Good luck to you all. Happy thrifting. And remember, always round up.